Welcome to the channel. So today we're carrying out a full pre-sale detail on this black Jaguar F-Pace behind me, 2017 model. Right, so this particular vehicle has got a lot of cosmetic issues. Some of them we can rectify, some of them unfortunately we can't. The customer took it to a Jaguar Land Rover main dealer to get a Part X price on a new vehicle, and it's come back with a very, very low Part X price. And the feedback from the dealer is that the paintwork, especially on the vehicle, is in such poor condition that they basically don't want it. So we're going to have a look at it. One of the things that I do want to point out is I'm not sure about this particular customer, but I've had 3 customers in the past maybe 2 or 3 months that have come to me with vehicles where they've tried to get rid of bird droppings off the vehicle, and they've gone and buy a video which is going around social media at the moment, which is a guy showing how to get bird droppings off a vehicle using WD-40 and the rough side or the scrubbing side of a pan scrubber. Never ever use abrasive materials like a pan scrubber on your vehicle paintwork, ever. That particular video is so irresponsible. I'm sure there's a legal recourse regarding this idiot that's put this video out, and I believe it's been copied quite a few times as well, so please don't do that. This vehicle is suffering from exactly the same thing, but I'm not sure whether this customer has seen that video and done that, or whether he's got it from somewhere else. So what we're going to do is look around the vehicle first, then I'm going to carry out a 2-bucket safe wash and then a full paintwork inspection prior to doing any paint correction. So this is just one of a number of areas where the customer has gone over the paintwork with a pan scrubber to remove to try and remove bird droppings. I haven't carried out a detailed analysis of the paintwork yet with regard to paint thickness readings and also a high intensity light, so I don't know whether this can actually be corrected or not. But there's various areas on the vehicle. We've got some possible chemical damage to the paintwork as well on various areas. The bonnet is just as bad as the rear quarter. Don't know whether the camera can actually pick this up, but there's at least 2 or 3 areas on the bonnet itself where a pan scrubber has been used to remove, or to try and remove, bird droppings. Numerous scrapes and blemishes on the vehicle, which clearly, without even measuring, they can't be rectified. I can feel this particular one with my thumbnail, so that's gone through the clear coat. Generally, on the outside and the inside in very, very poor condition, so we're going to see what we can do today to try and rectify as many issues as we possibly can. Right, so typical British weather, it's raining quite heavily at the moment. We've managed to do a 2-bucket safe wash on the vehicle. I've then gone around the vehicle with glue and tar remover and iron fallout to carry out a chemical decontamination of the paintwork. I'm using a cantilever umbrella for this particular job today. Don't really want to get the gazebo out. These cantilever umbrellas, this one is from Aldi, I think it was about £40 on the sale. Absolutely ideal when it's raining but there's no wind. I would never trust a piece of apparatus like this in wind, but today, perfect. It allows me to go around the car in sections under the umbrella and start to correct the paint. So most important thing after the 2-bucket safe wash and the chemical decontamination is to measure the paint, which is what I've done. So I've got a coatings thickness gauge, gone around the whole of the vehicle, measured the paint at various points to then map on one of our pre-detail forms exactly what's going on with the paint, so we know where we can safely correct and where unfortunately we're not able to. This particular car, although it's black and I would have expected a lot of the clear coat to have gone already because it's 6 years old, still has quite a lot of clear coat left, but there are 1 or 2 panels where we're down to the bare minimum, so I'm not going to be able to correct on those panels. Sound like a broken record on this channel, but I'll say it yet again. If you get anybody in to do any form of paint correction, in other words taking off microns of clear coat, and they don't inspect the vehicle with a coatings thickness gauge and a high intensity inspection light, or they just quote you over the phone, my advice is don't use them. Anybody can buy a DA polisher, watch a few videos on YouTube and go out and advertise their services for paint correction. Might seem a really cheap quote at the time, could be the most expensive paint correction job you've ever had, because you might end up having to respray one panel if not the majority of the car, so just be careful. So now I've measured the paint, I've got my roadmap, if you like, of what we're able to do. Under the umbrella, I'm going to take each of the panels in sections and carry out the necessary paint correction where I'm able to do that. Right, so we've finally got a break in the weather. So this is the vehicle completed now. That horrendous pan scrubber patch is gone. Vehicle looks a lot more presentable now for sale. Bonnet looks a lot better. Again, those pan scrubber patches have gone. As I said, I think at the start of the video, or if I didn't, I'll just explain. The owner of this car went to Partex with Jaguar Land Rover. They gave him a rock bottom price due to the cosmetic imperfections. I've been dealing with main dealerships for quite some time, and I know for a fact that this will attract a significantly higher part exchange price now, far in excess of what I've charged for this particular pre-sale detail. Inside, just a standard full detail on the inside, leather condition the seats, all the door shuts done and polished. Just standard stuff really for the inside. And the front of the vehicle exactly the same. Minor leather repair done to the driver's seat on the bolster. All in all, really pleased with the results.